Excuse me. Wow. All right. Well, since I don't hold back, let's go ahead and get things started here in game. In a game between ZDR versus, I believe it is Alice. Let me go ahead and double check that. Yes, it is going to be ZDR versus Alice. Game taking place here on Echo Isle. Now, I have been looking for more best of 3 games, but a lot of the games have really been best of 1. So no spoilers here. You guys are just going to see one game between ZDR and Alice. ZDR spawning as the orange orc player on the top left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, we have Alice spawning as the red night elf on the top right. Now, if you guys don't know why if I switch between ZDR and ZDR, my apologies. My math teacher in high school was Canadian, and he required me to say Z instead of Z. Anyways, let's go ahead and see how things are going to be happening down over here as we see now the Blade Master making his way off to what I'll call the 11 o'clock location to clear out a relatively easy creep camp. Meanwhile, Ancient of War creeping coming down over here as the Demon Hunter is currently slowed up a bit, should be able to take down this Renegade Wizard with little to no problem whatsoever. Picks up a Ring of Regeneration, and, well, probably wishes that he took a little bit more damage now. Alright, gonna finish that off here. Let's see, no Wisp hiding. Oh, wait, Wisp hiding back down off over here, and we'll be able to head over to that mercenary camp and hire whoever he wants when the time comes. Now, let's take a look at what's going on over here. ZDR now making his way off to the north here. You can see the Grunt taking a little bit of damage. Blade Master is there as well. And the Blade Master may actually get a free item here unless the Demon Hunter turns back around. Oh, the Demon Hunter is going to spot this, and oh, this is going to be key. The Blade Master is right here, just going to sit there and wait. And the Demon Hunter is there as well with plenty of mana, ready to mana burn. And this is just one of those classic waiting games, as you now see, oh, another blow being dealt there. All right, what's going to be happening next? All right, get the hit. No, was not able to get the kill there, as now the Blade Master has a second circlet of nobility. Meanwhile, Grunt now wandering around, gonna spot that the mercenary camp here has already been taken out. Demon Hunter should be at 2. Yes, is at 2 already, and looking pretty comfortable. Meanwhile, the Blade Master now coming inside the base, looking to take down Moonwells as they're being constructed, but he's not going to be able to do all that much. Ancient of War is still making its way down here, perhaps to try and clear out this creep camp, as we have the tech to Tree of Ages already for those Ancient of Winds. I am expecting a Demon Hunter Beastmaster Goblin Tinker 1, 2, 3 as Boots of Speed quickly purchased, and now a Staff of Teleportation. Down off over here, you can see the ZDR really just taking down this Ancient of War, and this is actually going to really put Alice in a very uncomfortable situation. He does not have that much, no real way to produce any more units, and the Blade Master is now going after that Troll Berserker. The Troll Berserker has the highest DPS for the least amount of hit points. That is the reason why he is getting really pressured, as the Demon Hunter does have a Ring of Regeneration, which will help a little bit. All right, trying to get in front of that Troll Berserker, just not going to work though, even for that Demon Hunter with Boots of Speed, as the Ancient of War now regenerating a whole bunch of hit points. Demon Hunter now double backing around in order to try and stay next to that Ancient of War. Meanwhile, off over here, an Archer gonna get surrounded. No Dust of Appearance. Really, really interesting. No Dust of Appearance, so a little bit of a save there, as the Demon Hunter now trying to get ahead onto that Troll Berserker. Not gonna be able to do so though, as the Troll Berserker does able to get that, and now dealing more damage once again. That Demon Hunter very, very low on hit points, down to 170, but will regenerate rather quickly. And does he get another blow? Yes, he does, and he's really eating up charges. Oh, Scroll of Town Portal used there. I think he was trying to use the Staff of Teleportation, ended up using the Scroll of Town Portal, and now what's going to be happening next? Hunter's Hall down over here, researching the Ultra Vision. Off over here, a Blade Master going to take out the Troll Berserker creep camp, and the Ogre Mauler. There's a mana burn, but not in time to stop the Blade Master from windwalking, as the Blade Master does break windwalk there. Demon Hunter now trying to engage once more. The Demon Hunter now backing off again. Perhaps the Demon Hunter can make a bit of a play, but he does need to pick up a second hero if he wants to do any sort of tier 2 push. From here on, the game is currently, or the ball is actually in Alice's court. Alice needs to put in some pressure inside this base. Unfortunately for him, though, the Tauren Chieftain is already out. Tauren Chieftain, very strong second hero to deal with those Druids of the Talon, as the Shockwave and Stomp are very effective. Also, that Endurance aura is very, very strong, as well as the Endurance aura pretty much strengthens up the rest of the army. Let's take a look at what this Blade Master is doing here. He's going to be clearing out this 533 creep camp, getting to level 2 right now, and finishing off this Ogre Magi. Meanwhile, Ancient of War sitting in between two trees, making sure to not get fully surrounded, as the Archer is just really going to town here. The Demon Hunter should perhaps try to finish off some of these units. There goes a Nightcrawler. Tome of Strength has been dropped, as we still finally see a Keeper of the Grove as the second hero. I don't remember the last time I actually saw Keeper of the Grove as the second hero. This is very, very rare indeed, as the Ancient of War may get taken out here, down to 25 hit points, down to 17, and is it going to be able to regenerate enough? It looks like it will be able to do exactly that. Blade Master comes in, gonna get the kill there. Mana Burn and an Entangle, as the Blade Master doesn't get the blow. Alright, that Blade Master decides against it. The Ancient of War was down to 17 hit points and somehow lives to fight another day. Demon Hunter pretty much at max hit points. Keeper of the Grove now bringing up the rear here. The Keeper of the Grove will be good at shutting down the grunts. Meanwhile, the Druid of the Talons will be good at shutting down the heroes. That is a very nasty 1-2 combination, and I'm wondering if the Spirit Walkers will end up running out of mana far too quickly. The Keeper of the Grove Entangle can get disenchanted, but as long as the Keeper of the Grove and the Cyclones are not next to each other, it does become cost prohibitive to try and disenchant all of those abilities. Meanwhile, Troll Trapper now taking down Ogre Magi is right here. Demon Hunter playing a little bit of a dangerous game here. Needs to figure out what to do next. Blade Master is still there. Are we going to perhaps see a Mana Burn? No Mana Burn. There's the Ensnare, and a little bit of too much taunting, not realizing that he's in trouble. A second Ensnare, no, not coming in. The Ensnare was used rather on one of the other Ogres, I believe. There was 2 Raiders, so should have been able to use that second Ensnare without an issue. Druids of the Claw, and we are going into Druids of the Claw once more, and we are not going into Druids of the Talon. So this is an Ancient of Lore strategy rather than the Ancient of Wind. You can see that the Hunter's Hall down over here is not researching any attack upgrades. I am a bit surprised about that. We'll see if there is any attack upgrades once we get to the bear form, as the Demon Hunter now needs to figure out how to recover and get a lot more experience. You can see that the Blade Master is already at 2, and the Tauren Chieftain is at 2 as well. If both of these heroes get to level 3, even with bears, it is going to be extremely difficult to try and take them out. Let's make their way off over here. Demon Hunter gonna make its way to this bottom right hand side of the map. Does not have enough, or may be able to get to level 3 if the Keeper of the Grove doesn't come by. No, it looks like the Keeper of the Grove is here as well. Keeper of the Grove should get to level 2. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter will stay. Wait, are both of these heroes going to get to their respective levels? So that's Demon Hunter. Okay. Demon Hunter will get to level 3, and the Keeper of the Grove will get to level 2. Demon Hunter over by 17 experience. All right, Demon Hunter now with an Orb of Venom. Very, very high damage indeed. Going to go ahead and start attacking, take down this Gargantuan Sea Turtle Creep Camp, and that level advantage that I thought ZDR had with 2 level 3 heroes has now pretty much been neutralized. You can see that ZDR is not going into Fortress. He is staying at Stronghold. Meanwhile, this bear strategy with Keeper of the Grove is going to be a rather interesting one. Now, one of the big deals is the fact that the Keeper of the Grove with Thorn's Aura is going to shut down many of the Raiders. On top of that, the Spirit Walkers are not going to be nearly as effective. The Spirit Walkers are there to try and disenchant Cyclone, and that's not going to be the case. The only thing that they will be able to really do is perhaps focus fire on those bears, as they do have heavy armor. You can take a look though, no weapon upgrades on those Druids of the Claw, and now we see the bringing of Wisp for their detonation to remove Spirit Link. Alright, we're going to be looking at a battle coming on here in just a moment. 48 over 50 supply compared to 59 over 60. I don't believe Alice realizes how far behind he is. He's hoping that perhaps his items will be able to pull him through. And are we going to perhaps see a couple of ensnares? Yes, there's one ensnare. The Demon Hunter unable to do very much. There's a whole bunch of wisps ready to go, though. And we are looking at perhaps a very big fight. Spirit Link still being recast across multiple units. The wisp want to try and get it in ensnare. You can see that the Troll Berserker currently just sitting there. And what is going on? There is the fight. Keeper of the Grove quickly getting entangled. Rejuvenation. Potion of Healing will need to be used. Scroll of Town Portal used in just a moment. And that's one of the big reasons why you cannot use Keeper of the Grove. He is just too fragile of a hero. He has very low armor, only 3. And he is easily exposed. That's what you saw right there. Fortunately for him, because of his relatively low hit points, he can rejuvenate back up to full at pretty much a moment's notice, as the bears are now going to be coming back in force. All right, let's take a look. Wisp all across the map, getting ready to go and attempting to land a couple of key detonations. Meanwhile, ZDR does have an extra 5 or 6 peons from this Great Hall, and as soon as he gets a significant amount of gold from this Great Hall, things will start to really fall in his favor. Dust of Appearance, no, not purchased. Potion of Invulnerability purchased by, I believe, the Blade Master. Yes, so no potion on that Keeper. The Keeper is not going to be able to do very much here, as we're now looking at a fight. All right, there is the engagement. There's the ensnare on the Keeper. The Keeper already in a bit of trouble. Spirit Link now cast. Keeper of the Grove trying to get away. Will be able to do so. Archer's getting taken down. Fighting going on both sides, as the bear is now going to get focused down as well. Blade Master relatively low on hit points, but now just losing the Potion of Invulnerability. Staff of Preservation can't be used on those ensnared Druid of the Claws, but they are still doing a significant amount of damage. One Druid of the Claw does get taken down. There goes a second one, as the Blade Master may end up getting taken down. No, Potion of Healing onto the Keeper of the Grove before he dies, and we're still looking at a very big fight here. Blade Master, oh, Mana Burn onto the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain now up to level 4. Keeper of the Grove still in the back. Are we going to perhaps see a couple more entangles? Staff of Preservation saves one bear, as one very low hit point Raider now still surviving. All right, let's take a look. Potion of Invulnerability onto the Demon Hunter. He needs to go after more units. Keeper of the Grove is still alive. And are we going to perhaps save another unit here, as the Blade Master is still wandering back around? Spirit Link just now cast, and it looks like a Raider will get taken down. Roar coming in, as we now see an ensnare onto the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove, can it finish off the Blade Master? Blade Master down to 57 hit points. All it needed is just one more hit. Not quite sure why. Scroll of Healing finally used, as we now have the Demon Hunter falling at level 3. Blade Master dodges a bit of a bullet there, stays alive. Scroll of Healing used to save the Blade Master, and that Blade Master just almost looked like he was about to fall, but still not healed. Moving on right along, you see that the bears are all sitting here by the tavern, looking to perhaps rejuvenate a Demon Hunter who is going to get resurrected at the tavern. There you have it, the Demon Hunter resurrected at the tavern. There is another rejuvenation on a lower hit point Druid of the Claw. This Druid of the Claw needs to get rejuvenated as well. If you did not know, Druids of the Claw staying in Druid form actually regenerate significantly more mana, so that is one of the reasons why you see them currently staying in their Druid form, as they also want to still be able to cast Rejuvenation and Roar and all of those goodies a little bit later. All right, Keeper of the Grove now comes in here. This guy gonna go ahead and rejuvenate himself down over here. It looks like the Demon Hunter was able to rejuvenate himself as well, as it looks like a couple of peasants now getting taken down. Keeper of the Grove still sitting at level 3. Is it gonna finish off that peon? Yes, it will. A little bit of long distance attacking, as we now see a major fight happening inside the main base. Alice not looking into a good situation at all. Kodo Beasts, Spirit Walkers, all here, ready to go. Keeper of the Grove, nowhere to be found and not effective enough, just simply getting outclassed. The Scroll of Town Portal comes too little, too late. A new bear will be joining the ranks here, but 36 over 40 compared to 60 over 70. That is a huge discrepancy, as the Demon Hunter should get ensnared here very likely. All right, let's take a look. ZDR does have a Sentry Ward right here, knows exactly what's going on with his opponent and what is trying to be done. This Druid of the Claw perhaps should be going into bear form here in just a moment. No reason to be sitting in Druid form at all, except for, I guess, to try and regenerate more and more mana, and that's exactly what's being done. Dust of Appearance used. Blade Master is currently revealed. Yes, he is. And now the Blade Master going to be playing a little bit of a dangerous game. Druid of the Claw need to go into Druid form. I don't know if we're waiting on a roar or some sort of attack to come down, as the Raider does get an ensnare onto the Demon Hunter. Fortunately, the ensnare is just on cooldown, does not cost any mana, as one bear now making its way over to the bottom right-hand side of the map to set up another to scout out another expansion. Alright, this Great Hall will most likely get cancelled. Demon Hunter now in a really dangerous spot. One bear down at the bottom portion of the map, as ZDR perhaps will be able to take it down pretty easily and freely. Blade Master still right at the front door, and now going to take a little bit more damage. There you have it, going to try and deal some damage. There's a shockwave hitting all of those druids, as the fighting now raging on. Detonation onto some of the Spirit Walkers, very low on mana now, as the Keeper of the Grove going to try to engage. Kodo Beast currently ensnared. You can see that the bear may end up getting Staff of Preservation, needs to get out of there and not going to be able to make it, as the Keeper of the Grove still attempting to take down a Kodo Beast. Alright, that Kodo Beast is just spreading a little bit of that damage. Scroll of Healing keeping it alive. And this is one of those instances where Spirit Link really is one of the main spells in the Orc army, pretty much preventing many of these units from falling. Alright, Keeper of the Grove. Oh, Staff of Preservation saves a bear, but the bear may end up getting taken down anyways. Yes, it does go down. Now taking on a couple of grunts. We're still looking at a big fight here. The Keeper of the Grove needs to back up. Demon Hunter now right in position here, as the Ancient of Lores are trying to train up. Alright, this is not looking good at all. Spirit Walker is right there. It could get mana burned and get killed. No, well, it could have moments ago, and it looks like it will get taken down by the Keeper of the Grove. Still fighting right outside here. We're looking at a Druid of the Claw currently in Druid form, and that is not going to bode well at all, as ZDR is going to be taking this game with the eventual loss of the main Tree of Eternity of Alice. Alright, I think it's a foregone conclusion. No real way that Alice can come back into this game. And there you have it. There goes the main hall. Keeper of the Grove, or a Tauren Chieftain, now able to back off, and ZDR takes this game and this series. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Casted from the Ifengcup.